Good morning, sexy people. Oh, it's early in the morning here. It's like 7:31, and I'm sitting in the balcony, so it's cold. It's only like 54 degrees. But I was thinking this morning I'd share a little story time about the one time that in my 25 years of marriage and over 16 years of being ethically non-monogamous that I actually got jealous. Before we opened our marriage, I was never the jealous type. I mean, I could care less who we talked to, and if we went out with the guys and hung out all night, it just never was a concern for me. So when we opened our marriage, and he wasn't the jealous type either, that also wasn't much of a concern for his. But um, we kind of started open, and then kind of backed into the swinging thing, and then several years later, I was introduced to polyamory and kink, to the dismay of my husband. I'm like, oh my God, I want a boyfriend. No, I want three boyfriends. And I want a dom. No, wait, I am a dom. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I don't want a girlfriend. I'm just gonna get my and come home, you know? I'm like, it's okay. We're not attached at the hip. We can do, the things that we both enjoy doing, right? So moving forward a couple of years or so, I had started dating a local guy, and this local guy was also married. He had been in an open relationship for like 18 years, and I think we were, I don't know, maybe 20 years married at that point. But and we had been in ethically non-monogamy for several years at this point. So, and without any really major bumps or anything, we were pretty fortunate. And but the people introduced me to polyamory happened to be coaches in ethical non-monogamy. So, so we were then moving from North Carolina to Florida, right? And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Taylor Sparks, your ethical non-monogamy coach and sex goddess. Anyway, so we were moving to Florida, so I was going to be missing my local boyfriend so much, and he assured me as soon as we got settled he'd come down and visit and all of that. And then I had a girlfriend who wasn't ethically non-monogamous, but she was open, and my boyfriend was was black, and my girlfriend was white, and but she was open. I had talked about each other to each other, but they had never met. Anyway, I suggested that they should meet because I thought, she's got sex goddess energy. Maybe you could, spend time with her until you get to me, And so they met at the going away party, and they hit it off like the vibes were just like, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay. And he was like, give me your number. I'm like, okay, calm down, okay? I'm gonna give you her number, but just calm down. I haven't even left town yet. And so I did. I gave the number. We moved. And it might have been a month or so later that, he reached out to me. And he was like, hey, babe, yeah, I'm going to go see her. I'm like, oh, you are? Well, I'm the kind of girl that loves to hear the details when my partners have encounters with other people. I'm like, oh, well, be sure to, call me later and tell me all the good things and all the fun you had. He said, yeah. Anyway, I guess that was around 6 o'clock. He was on his way. And so, I go on with my evening, 7:30, hour and a half later, no text. 8 o'clock, no text. 9 o'clock, no text. Now I'm like, well, how much time do you need to be spending over there? And then I started telling this story to myself. And for those of you who have challenges managing your emotions, you can feel it rising up in your body, right? And then you start having this conversation with yourself, like, well, what the hell is going on? And, why do you have to be there so long? And you're supposed to be, in, out, have a good time and come on home. At 10 o'clock, no text. So now I am, I'm almost over the top, right? Which is so strange for me because I just don't have that. And now I'm like, oh my God, he's going to fall in love with her. He's going to leave me. He's going to leave me and his wife, right? 18, 20 years. He's going to leave me. He's going to leave his wife. He's going to go off and have beige babies. I'm telling you, I was spinning, right? 11 o'clock, no text. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. I should have never introduced him. I should have let him. He just needed to suffer. He didn't need any more lovers. He has other lovers. I don't know why I even introduced him. And she's so beautiful, because she's so beautiful, right? And she's so beautiful. She's so stunning, and she's got sex goddess energy, and he's just going to fall in love, and I'm never going to see him again. And they're going to go off and have beige babies, right? Now, mind you, I'm with my own husband while my mind is spinning, right? Midnight, I can't take anymore, so I get in the bed, right? And I pull the covers over. And as soon as the covers hit my chest, my phone went bing. I jumped out the bed, grabbed the phone, and called him. Hey, hi. Yeah, no. Oh, how was your time? Oh, babe, it was great. We had an amazing time. We did this, we did that, and I did that, and she did this and that. Really? Did you have fun? Oh, yeah. We're going to see each other again. Oh, you're going to see each other again? Well, I am so happy for you, babe. So happy. I dare not tell him that I was spinning into this craziness, because I knew he did nothing wrong. I knew she did nothing wrong. I knew it was all me. And why put a damper on his time? And this is what emotional management is about. When you know you're going off the deep end, don't drag your partner down off the cliff with you. Just because you have an emotion doesn't mean you have to act upon it or talk about it right then and there. Right then and there. I'm not saying to you have to hold on to it, but when you're at the height of your craziness, you're at the height of festivity even, you're at the height of your jealousy, your insecurity, now is not the time to talk about it. Hold it until you can soothe yourself. You have to learn some self-soothing techniques. You have to learn to calm the fuck down. Seriously, you have got to learn to calm yourself. It does no one any good. There is no emergency. There is nothing that has to be spoken about right then and there. You don't need to give your partner the cold shoulder and be unaffectionate and be shitty to them, because you knew where they were. You knew what they were doing. You said it was okay, right? And if it wasn't okay, that shit's on you, because you should not have said it was okay, right? And if you said it wasn't okay and they said, well, honey, you'll be okay, I'll be home, and you were like, okay, I'm just letting you know I'm not okay, that still doesn't give you permission to run roughshod over them because you're having an emotional breakdown. Get a hold of yourself. You can control your mouth. You can control your body language. You were just choosing not to. Seriously, you were literally choosing to be crazy, idiotic, mean, nasty. You were choosing that. So I never said anything, right? Of course I said nothing to her, and I said nothing to him. And it probably was, because I knew it was me. But it was probably like 2 or 3 months later when I was like, so babe, remember that time that you and, girlfriend went out and had that great time? I was, oh yeah, that was the best. I'm like, well, I was so jealous. He was like, what? I'm like, and I told him all the things that was going through my head. And instead of him being like, well, what was wrong with you? And how, he was like, oh, babe, no one will ever replace you. You will always have a place in my heart. No one. I will always, always love you. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I eventually told her, she was like, oh girl, please. Since when did you never get jealous? I'm like, I know, but she said, but it was a one-time thing. It was fun. It was great, and thanks for the offer. You're a good girlfriend. Thanks for sharing. Sharing is caring. So the sun is coming up here. So I just wanted to share that little bit of a story time with you. And, as rare as it is, I have gotten jealous, but there it is. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy my little story time about, the ability to manage your emotions. It can be done. It can be done. It takes practice, but you can do it. Until next time, your love, your rules, and your freedom. Bye.